Some of the greatest minds in Hollywood built their careers on movies that would absolutely get them canceled if they tried making them today. I'm talking about early comedies, back when directors were allowed to be reckless, offensive, and genuinely funny.
Hey, look, we had nuns protesting outside when I got here this morning.
Nuns?
Yeah, I had to have Jen turn a fire hose on.
And I knocked them motherfuckers right on their ass, too.
These films were made by future legends before they became brands. Let's start with the 1980 classic, Used Cars.
I'm telling you, when my boss sees these figures, when he sees these, he's gonna have a stroke.
What's he trying to pull? $50 never killed anybody.
If you haven't seen it, stop everything. Your life is incomplete. Go watch it. I'll wait. This movie comes from Robert Zemeckis, Bob Gale, and Steven Spielberg, the same trio, just 5 years later, who would give us Back to the Future. But before the DeLorean, they gave us Kurt Russell as Rudy Russo, a used car salesman who's a charming, fast-talking shyster working for a struggling car lot owned by his mentor, Luke Fuchs, played by the late, great Jack Warden. And across the street, Roy L. Fuchs, Luke's twin brother, also played by Jack Warden, who owns the rival dealership and will do anything to put them out of business. Let's take a look at a clip, but I need to set this up. So Kurt Russell and the gang decide to jam a presidential address to broadcast a live commercial for their used car lot. So here you go.
You want the solution to inflation? Hi, friends. Marshall Lucky here for New Deal Used Cars, where we're battling inflation not only by fighting high prices, not only by murdering high prices, but by blowing the living shit out of high prices. Yes, sir, you heard me right. Now, here's an example. 1973 Cadillac Coupe de Ville for $62.99. That price is too high. Yes, sir. Here's another one. It's some Lincoln Continental Mark IV, 1973. It's loaded. It's got air conditioning. It's got a stereo. It's got white wall radio tires. It's got power steering, power brakes, power seats, power windows, and a price that is just too high.
What's wild is how good the actual movie is. The plot is smart, layered, and way more ambitious than it has any right to be for an R-rated comedy, stuffed with nudity and offensive gags.
Margaret, let's take a look under the hood, shall we?
Jesus, Palomino!
You can already see it. These guys were almost too talented for this kind of movie.
Folks, here at New Deal Used Cars, we are stripping away inflation. We're taking off those high prices. Yes, we're getting down to the bare minimums on these babies. So come on over and check out the front end of these beauties and inspect the... Come on over, let's do some disco, huh?
Garrett Graham, the guy who plays Kurt Russell's partner in crime, is absolutely brilliant. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm sure somebody will leave a comment.
Jesus Christ! Luke's dead. Jesus Christ!
All right, calm down, we're being watched.
By who?
But think about this. Early in his career, Robert Zemeckis, who would later make Forrest Gump, Contact, and Castaway, made a TNA comedy. No studio today would touch Used Cars. It's too messy, too mean, too morally ambiguous, and that's what makes it a masterpiece.
I'd like to talk to my brother.
Well, you're gonna have to talk kind of loud. See, he went to Miami late last night.
Miami?
Yeah, Miami Beach.
Miami Beach.
Florida.
I know where the Miami Beach is, dummy.
Used Cars is a legit, well-made comedy that just happens to be completely unhinged. And hey, quick side note, I want to thank all of the fans out there who donated over $1,000 to support this channel. I really appreciate it. I'm just kidding. No one's paying me anything. I'm just genuinely amazed people donate to podcasts at all. It's insane. Anyway, let's move on to 1982's Night Shift. This one comes from Ron Howard. the Oscar-winning director of Apollo 13, A Beautiful Mind, and Backdraft. Before the prestige dramas, before the historical epics, Ron Howard directed a comedy about morgue attendants who start a prostitution ring out of the morgue. Henry Winkler, yes, the Fonz, plays Chuck, a decent guy stuck working the graveyard shift at the city morgue. Then there's Bill, played by Michael Keaton, in one of his first major film roles. And holy hell, what a performance. Keaton is pure chaos, a human caffeine rush, a lovable lunatic with 1,000 bad ideas.
Wait a minute. Hold the phone, Chuck. We got all that space down at the morgue. All those cars, all that time at night, nobody watching us. We could handle things for your next door neighbor and all her girlfriends right out of the morgue. Pimps? Are you saying we should become pimps? Pimps is an ugly word. We can call ourselves love brokers.
It's twisted, it's ridiculous, and it's unbelievably funny. It's almost as if Michael Keaton just ad-libbed every line. And the crazy part is, it actually works.
I'm an idea man, Chuck. All right? I get ideas all day long. I can't control them. It's like they come charging in. I can't even fight them if I wanted to, you know? So I say them in here, and that way I never forget them. See what I'm saying? Okay, here's an example. Watch out. Stand back. This is Bill. Idea to eliminate garbage. Edible paper. See? Eat it, it's gone. Eat it, it's out of there. No garbage.
You know, it's so funny because the wholesome kid from Happy Days directing a movie about pimps operating out of a city morgue was a pretty bold move.
I feel a lot of love in this room. I don't know, maybe it's me, but I'll tell you something. I was here a minute ago, and it was really beautiful. So at this moment, I think it's important that I see all of your breasts. Or I don't have to.
But if you actually watch Night Shift, it's oddly charming. It's sweet, it has heart, and it's still very much a Ron Howard movie, just with prostitutes and dead people. And that's the through line here. Both of these films dealt with very adult themes, but they were still mainstream commercial movies. They were made before Hollywood decided every idea needed to be focus grouped and sanded down and sterilized until it was just vanilla. These directors, now considered untouchable legends, were once allowed to make adult films.
Oh my God.
Looking back, this stuff was way funnier than most of the stuff we get today because they weren't afraid to offend. Do yourself a favor, get offended, watch these movies.